Are pay-for-pick tout services really worth it? Well, I put my money where my mouth is. Sign up for 4 different tout services, tracked all of their plays for the entire month of December, and now I'm going to unveil those results to you. Let's go. Welcome into the channel, guys. It's Billy C. A couple housekeeping notes before we dive into the numbers. Number 1. I have no affiliation with any of these touts, and I tried to find a price point that could kind of work for everybody, keeping it under $100 per month. I didn't actually wager any of my own money on these touts picks. I just simply signed up and paid for their subscription to get access to their picks so I could just track all their plays and then show them to you. Why would you sign up for touts in the first place? Well, for some people, they don't have the time or they don't want to put in the work to find the plays themselves, and they just think it's a lot simpler to get plays emailed to them or texted to them. And also, they might just really like the tout that they're following. They think they provide a lot of value. For all of these plays, guys, 1 unit to me was $100. Also, when I say 1 unit equals $100, like in this example right here, Providence plus 5.5 at minus 115 odds for 3 units, I would put $300 down on this play. Now, for those of you out there that want to profit 1 unit on a play, then you would wager $345 on this play to make a profit of $300. And with all of these touts, all 4 of them, over 90%, if not more, of their plays are favorites. So whatever the table that you see that I present to you, just take that number that you would have wagered and increase that quite a bit, because very rarely do they give out any underdog odds for plays, and if they do, they're typically a parlay. And one final note, guys, I screwed up, and on this first tout that I'm going to show you, I signed up for his picks late in November, got really excited about the idea of this video, and then I've been sick the last couple of days, so I was only able to track his picks from the 1st to the 26th of December. My apologies, but for the rest of the touts, I have their full month. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the numbers. All right, the first tout up is Hammer and Hank. He has just under 107,000 followers on Twitter. As you can see, he has a lot of different options when it comes to the plays that he gives. He's sending it out to almost 17,000 people. Now, I signed up for his all access, which was $85 for the month. But if you just wanted to focus on specific sports, you can obviously do that. Quick note, I don't have any of these linked in the description, but obviously if you just head over to their Twitter page, guys, you can sign up for their plays. All of these plays that I'm following from all of these touts are from Dub Club. All right, so what you'll typically receive from Hank is something like this. This is a screenshot from December 6th. He does a lot of college basketball, NBA, and then obviously college football, does some soccer, sprinkles in a little bit of NHL. There's no analysis here. He just gives you the picks, and he tells you how many units that he's putting down on it. So naturally, in this example, Texas and the Texas money line, I'm putting 5 units total on these 2 plays. So, you know, VCU money lines, 3 units, and then like this Oilers money line for the NHL, this is a 5-unit max. Again, another positive about Hank is because he's betting mainline plays, you're going to be able to put a lot of money down on these plays. If you're interested, guys, I have folders for each tout, and then within those folders, every single day of December with screenshots with all of their plays. So if you want to do your own analysis, or if you want to check my receipts, just leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to send them over to you. All right, so we look at this table here, guys. 1 unit is $100 for me. The monthly membership cost is $85. We got down 27 days of his plays, 313 plays in total. As a $100 unit better, I would have wagered just under $77,000, and I would have lost $4,600. So whatever your unit size is, again, if you're a $10 unit better, then just take this number, times it by 0.1. If you're a $50 unit better, take this times by 0.5, and likewise with the P&L, and you'll kind of get an idea. One other note, guys, not just with Hank, but with the rest of the touts as well, I tracked all of their plays that they posted to Dub Club. I did not cherry pick certain sports or certain games. If they posted it to Dub Club, it's reflected here on the table. All right, guys, the next tout that we're going to take a look at is a combination of Penguin and Matty Chucks. They give out their plays to roughly 5,400 followers on Dub Club. Penguin sitting at 106,000 followers on Twitter, with Matty Chucks sitting at 82,000 followers. So 2 guys that are definitely getting your attention out there. You might have seen them before. They charge a very reasonable $15 a month. They love to bet on player props. They don't give you many money line spreads, over-under type picks, and they give you a solid amount of reasoning and analysis behind each one of these picks. So one example here would be this Steph Curry play from December 19th over on his points. You see that they really do a great job of breaking down the detail and the stats and giving you reasoning why they like this play. They don't really give out too many unit plays for the most part, so I just assume most are 1 unit plays. Every now and then they'll specify, but mostly every play they give out, I just tailed it as a 1 unit play. And they love to give out different types of parlays like this example right here. One thing that I failed to mention, guys, any parlays that we put together, I put $25 down or 0.25 of my 1 unit on a parlay. So guys, for Penguin and Matty Chucks, we put down 322 plays. We wagered just under $27,000. And we lost just under $3,700. They had a rough final day. They had a really strong stretch up until the last day of December where they were starting to gain it back. But for the most part, it was again a tough month of December for these two guys. But I really appreciate from them is their honesty, their transparency. They don't hide from anything, and it's very refreshing to see. Guys, if you found this video insightful so far, then it would mean a lot to me if you could hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. It took me a long time to track all of these plays each day, and so I could present this data to you. And if you also like this type of video, or you would like for me to tail some other touts out there, leave a comment below because I would love to hear from you. The next tout up, again, I have no affiliation with any of these guys, but I found that calling our shot was by far the most value that you could find for a tout. At $6 a month, they give you a lot of analysis. They might not give you a ton of plays, but I feel like they do a lot of research, and I can see why so many people follow them. So like Penguin and Matty Chucks, Calling Our Shot loves to bet on player prop bets. An example here from December 5th, look at just all this analysis they give you behind these plays. So if you're someone that loves the stats and loves the analysis, Calling Our Shot goes above and beyond by far. Penguin and Matty Chucks do a spot-on job, but I like to think that Calling Our Shot goes a little bit above here when it comes to their plays. So when you look at like December 30th, this is what a typical day would look like when you're getting their plays. Except I snipped all the analysis part out of it. Now, one thing that I found really interesting was on their same leg parlays, they play super heavy, juicy favorite odds. So this 4-leg parlay on the Lions-Cowboys game got to plus 102 odds. So when I pulled up a parlay calculator, that means each leg was roughly minus 314 in odds, because we're going to be getting paid out $102. And so that's what the odds are roughly just to get that payout. So like, I'm not talking like minus 175 legs, really, really heavy favorite legs, but that's what they like to do. But when you look at their results, it's really hard to argue. They had a wonderful month of December, placing 186 bets, wagering just under $18,000, and we brought back over $1,700 in profit, which is a 10% ROI. Now, one thing I'll point out for you, if you are someone that likes to bet $200, $300, $400 on plays, it's going to be difficult with player prop bets because you're going to get limited to a certain number, but you're still going to be very profitable, and it's hard to argue with their process. And our final tout we're going to take a look at, guys, is the Betting Queen. She has just over 30,000 followers on Twitter, sending her plays out to 2,600 subs on Dub Club for $50 a month for her 1-month plays. She, like Hammer and Hank, just sends out money line spreads and over-unders, no player prop betting at all. And what I like about her is that she just sends all her plays out basically at once. So with Penguin and Matty Chucks, it's kind of all throughout the day that you're constantly getting plays. With Betting Queen, you just get all of her plays right at once. So like Hammer and Hank, as we look at her December 8th, these are the plays. Here's how much we're putting down on it. Let's make money. There isn't any analysis at all. It's just pretty straightforward. So for the month of December with the Betting Queen, we put down 175 bets, wagered just under $40,000, and brought back almost $2,500, which is a 6.3% return, which is really solid. The only thing of note with her is that she got off to a very rough start other than on December 3rd, but that first week of December was no bueno. But if you would have stuck it out with her, she proved her value from December 9th on. Now, the reason that I have December 8th highlighted, guys, right here, as you can see, we went 3-3 on the day. She won 3 of her picks. She lost 3 of her picks. But this is for anyone that's new to sports betting, kind of a crash course 101 into how odds work. Because we're constantly betting favorites, just going 50% is not going to make us profitable. We're actually going to lose money. So over here at Odds Jam, we're pulling up a betting odds converter, and you can do this, you can find this on any website, guys. But when you're betting minus 110 odds, that means you have to be hitting at least a 52.38% to break even. So it only gets worse if we're betting minus 125, right? Now we got to be hitting at 55.5%. So if we go 3 and 3 on a day and we're consistently betting between minus 110 to minus 135, we're going to lose money. If you enjoyed this type of video, guys, because it was very different than what I normally do, then it would mean a lot to me if you could smash that thumbs up button, make sure to subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any videos that I drop. It took me a long time to compile all this data to present it to you, but I thought it was very interesting. So I really appreciate you guys stopping by. My name is Billy C, and we'll catch you in the next video.